So for the past couple days, there's been tons of talk and debate and social commentary all about an upcoming game called Hatred. Just the title alone is going to give you at least a taste of exactly what you're going to end up experiencing whenever you play this game. And judging from the trailer that did showcase shit tons of in-game gameplay footage, was a dude going around talking about how much he absolutely loathed everything about society. Every single living human being, if it had a pulse, he wanted it to be snuffed out and to be by his hand. And at the end of it, all of mankind should be dead. And then went around just murdering a whole bunch of people. Innocent people, execution style, just taking them out. Bullet to the head, stabbing the shit out of a whole bunch of people. No fucks were given, and it was nothing but gratuitous violence from start to finish. And it really did live up to its name, Hatred. But because of a game like this, naturally got a lot of people talking. Some people were like, this game's going too far. I can't believe it. It made me uncomfortable just being able to watch something like that. I mean, these are innocent people. They're video game characters, by the way. They're not really people, so hate to go and fuck up that blurred line that you have. But those innocent people were just getting killed by this maniac right here. I would understand if this game was a direct reflection and a reenactment of some kind of event that did occur. If the character was modeled after somebody that went on some kind of maniac murdering spree, and that's what this was supposed to be. If any of the victims who you go after in a game were actually realized versions of the people who lost their lives thanks to some kind of fucking nut job that did go on a killing spree, then I could completely understand why a lot of people would be angered by something like this and would be upset by it. But I've been looking at video games my entire life, and the last time that I checked, we've had murder and killing and a bunch of bad guys doing shit just like this since the dawn of gaming. Hell, I can think all the way back to, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game? And that, guess what, you play the role of Leatherface, and you know what you're doing the entire time? The only thing that you do in the game, you go run and you kill people with a chainsaw. And the only thing that's gonna stop you, besides moral code, is a bunch of wheelchairs that go and get in your way. That's it. That's literally it. No moral code, just wheelchairs. That's, running out of gas in your chainsaw and having that girl come up and kick you in the ass. But that was back in the fucking 70s? Like, that long-ass time ago. And then I think about things such as Mortal Kombat, which is one of the main reasons that we had the ESRB rating system even enacted to begin with. Because it was a game that went and pushed the envelope for the sake of pushing the envelope. Took a basic-ass fighting game and then decided, okay, let's up the ante. We're gonna put pools of blood everywhere. And at the end of it, if you know how, you can actually do a little code and kill the person in all sorts of violent different ways. As a matter of fact, new Mortal Kombat's coming out is doing it 10 times more gory than in any other Mortal Kombat ever. And, we view that as normal. That's Mortal Kombat. That's kind of what you do. But for some reason, that's acceptable. But something like this, all of a sudden, oh man, I can't believe they're actually doing that. Let's go and slam on the brakes and stop this. And let's go and get the social justice warriors out for this. We need to go and talk about this. Oh, fucking hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your fucking money. Don't be buying this shit right here, right? And how many times have you gone into a multiplayer game where it's nothing but people, keep in mind, nothing but people, like Battlefield and Call of Duty, just for the fucking hell of it, or Counter-Strike, anything. Any multiplayer game, you're running around, guess what you're doing? Killing people all the time. Then you're dying. People getting shot in the head, getting stabbed, all sorts of shit, getting blown up, but that's normal, right? And this, all of a sudden, that's just too much. I can't believe we're actually doing something like this. I feel that people are well beyond the realms of overreacting because we've had games that purposefully go out of their way to push the envelope and to piss people off. Manhunt was a game that did stuff like that. I mean, you were going around maliciously killing people. Maliciously killing people. A game like Postal on PC, that game went out of its way just to piss people off, and with the sequels thereafter, was making fun of tons of shit in addition to pissing people off. I mean, it was succeeding in everything that it was trying to accomplish, and a game like Hatred is actually doing the right thing and getting a lot of heads turning and getting people talking. I mean, and again, I just don't see what the big deal is about stuff like this. I've listened to albums with lyrical content that is far worse than anything that you're going to see and experience and even reenact in a video game like that. I've watched movies, I've watched anime, I've read manga, I've read comics, I've read actual novels with way worse shit on every single level. I mean, downright disturbing, making you cringe. I've seen plenty of music videos that had worse shit than that, and you think that this is bad? And this isn't one of those things, oh, you're just trying to sound like you're Captain fucking Badass. No, I'm not. I'm trying to actually go and give you actual examples that there are things in all of mediums. I mean, fuck, the actual news has worse shit. The actual news. You know, stuff that's going around all around the globe? Yes. Worse stuff than what you're seeing in Hatred, and that's real life shit. Something you should actually be worried about is real life people, because this is nothing but code. That's it. Are you really worried about the code there? That's just like when PETA was going after the people at Ubisoft for going and taking down all the fucking whales inside the one Assassin's Creed game. It's like, you're worried about saving the fucking digital whales. Where the fuck are you saving with the real life ones? And I understand that this is one of those things that it's an interesting topic to go and talk about, but I see people getting offended literally over nothing. Like, over nothing. Again, every single month, there's a plethora of games that comes out, and at least one of them is going to end up being a mature rated game, whether it's on console, whether it's on PC, whether it's on handheld, whether it's on mobile, that is going to contain some kind of violence that's at this level or greater. And it's going to be in the hands of hundreds of thousands and millions of people that play it, and it's just part of the gameplay experience. That's it. It is part of that world. And it is normal. Okay? This in no way is some kind of tutorial on here's how you go and decide that you want to commit some kind of act of genocide. Here's how to be a serial killer. For dummies, by the way. So if you ever decide that you want to go down that dark and fucking beaten path, then this is going to be your step-by-step on how to go and do it right. No, there's nothing like that. It's a fucking video game. But, you know, again, kudos to the people who are making Hatred. You're getting everybody talking about it. And that's really it. You're getting everybody to talk about it. I mean, fuck, I'm playing The Evil Within right now. Here. I'm playing The Evil Within right now. You know what I'm doing in The Evil Within? I'm going up and stabbing people in the back of their fucking head. I'm throwing bottles, trying to go and make sure they're like, oh, what was that over there? And I'm murdering the shit out of them. You want to know why? Because that's the name of the game, and that's what the fuck it's all about. And granted, you'd be like, yeah, but they're like the monsters. Okay, then we can go and define exactly what's allowed to be killed and what's... who the fuck cares? It's a video game. Just play the video game for what it is. And if something like this offends you or bothers you, just like I tell anybody with movies, music, video games, anything like that, if it offends you, if it bothers you, if it pisses you off, you want to know what the greatest power that you have is? To not spend your money on it and ignore it as if it never existed in the first place, because then, guess what? Word of mouth isn't spreading, and a lot of people aren't talking about it and finding out about it. So, there you have it. And you can spend your time doing other shit that's going to be a lot better for you. Boom! There you go. So that's it. If you want to see the trailer for the game, then, you know, I'm probably either going to have it playing in this video or it's going to be down in the description. Either way, so you can actually see what the fuck all the fuss is about. But opinions and thoughts on this? Do you think that the game Hatred has gone too far? And it went further than seemingly any other random game that came before it that's already done the same exact thing, but maybe somehow you think that this one's going further. I mean, is it because of all the inner monologues that the main character that you play as decided to go and have? Even though, again, we've had plenty of video games go and have characters go and say really fucked up things like that. And, again, we've had movies and music and comics and anime and all sorts of other shit that's had similar things. But somehow, this is just doing it worse. Somehow, maybe. I don't know. That's just all my opinions and feelings. You already heard all that shit, so sound off down in the comments and all the other good shit. Either way, I mean, share the video with anybody that might be able to go and talk about it. I have no fucking clue. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.